Hi, welcome to HouseFlippingSpreadsheet.com. You're watching a quick video tutorial on how to input your property purchase expense into the expense tracker. One of the first expenses you will incur on your projects will be the purchase expense used to purchase the property from the seller. The property purchase expense is shown in the upper left-hand corner, and because we haven't input an expense yet, the current value is shown as 0. To input a property purchase amount, you're going to input an expense item into the expense tracker just like any other ordinary expense. To start, you are going to input the basic expense information such as the date and description, how the payment was made, who it was made by, and who it was paid to. This expense was for the purchase price of the property. I'm leaving a note that says to reference the HUD-1 settlement statement for more information. The HUD-1 settlement statement is a document that is provided by your closing agent that itemizes all charges being imposed upon the buyer and the seller for the real estate transaction. The purchase was made through a bank transfer from our house flipping bank account and paid to First One Bank. The expense type column is the most important step because this is where you will designate the expense as a purchase expense. The expense type column has a drop-down menu pre-built with different expense categories. The first option on the drop-down list is the purchase price. Select purchase price from the drop-down menu, which will designate the expense as a property purchase expense. The last and final step is to input the quantity and amount. For the amount, I would go back and reference the HUD-1 statement to determine whether you want to input a lump sum amount or itemize each individual buying expense from the HUD-1 statement. In this scenario, we purchased the property from the seller for $74,000, and our settlement charges totaled $1,350. We are going to break out these two expenses, the purchase price and the buying and settlement costs, as two separate expenses in the expense tracker. Breaking these two expenses out separately will allow us to track how much we spent to purchase the property and how much was spent on buying and settlement charges, so we can see how these costs differed from our budgeted values. You will notice once you designate the expense category and input the expense amounts, the expenses are categorized into their respective expense categories. We thank you for watching our quick video tutorial on how to input your property purchase expense into the expense tracker. If you have any additional questions, feel free to shoot us an email or give us a call. We appreciate your time and business and wish you the best of luck.